Imagine walking across the stage of graduation, cap and gown on, degree in hand, filled with pride and hope for the future, but within just a few months, that excitement turns into confusion and stress. And student loan payments begin. Rent is due. Credit cards pile up and budgeting feels like a foreign language. This is the reality for millions of college students and graduates every year, leaving school with knowledge in our fields but often without the financial skills to help navigate life. My name is Olu Odubesan, and as a student who has taken courses in personal and family financial literacy, I've seen firsthand how transformative financial education can be. Today, I want to persuade you that colleges and universities should require at least one financial literacy course before graduation to better prepare students for the real-world financial decision-making. By the end of this speech, you'll understand why financial illiteracy is a current and growing problem. You'll understand what causes it, and also how making financial literacy a graduation requirement could empower millions of students to build more secure and independent futures. Every year, students graduate knowing how to write research papers and analyze data, but not knowing how to manage a paycheck or pay off debt. According to the National Financial Educators Council in 2023, the average American lost over $1,800 in 2022 due to poor financial decisions caused by lack of knowledge. There's nearly 2 months of rent for some students gone simply because we were never taught basic financial skills. The TIAA Institute in 2022 found that fewer than 30% of college students could correctly answer questions about interest rates, inflation, or even just financial risk. That means most of us are entering adulthood without the foundation to make even the basic smart money decisions. This lack of preparation has real emotional consequences. A study in 2023 by CNBC revealed that nearly 70% of college students feel anxious about their finances. Stress like that doesn't just affect your wallets. It affects your mental health, the way you focus academically, and your long-term success. The problem is clear. Our education is preparing us to earn money, but not to manage it. The cause: financial education isn't prioritized. Despite the overwhelming need, financial literacy is rarely part of college education or graduation requirements. The Education Data Initiative in 2023 reported that only 17% of college and universities require students to take a financial literacy or even a personal finance course. For the rest, is optional, an elective, not a necessity. And part of this reason is institutional tradition. Colleges focus heavily on academic knowledge, but underestimate the importance of practical, everyday skills like budgeting, credit management, and investing. Through my own coursework, I've seen a difference that even just one class can make. When students learn how interest works, how to build credit, how to manage debt, it changes their mindset. Just start thinking long-term about saving, investing, and stability. They understand that life is about more than just living paycheck to paycheck. Meanwhile, the national debt keeps climbing. In 2024, the Federal Reserve reported that U.S. student loan debt passed $1.7 trillion. This number represents real people, real lives, real students who may have avoided crippling debt if they even had a better understanding of the interest rates and repayment methods. Okay, the cause isn't that students don't care. It's just that the system hasn't made it a priority. The solution is pretty straightforward. Make at least one financial literacy course a graduation requirement for all students. This course should cover practical skills, budgeting, taxes, credit management, saving for emergencies, things that every adult will face no matter what your major was, no matter what your focus was. And this isn't just a theory, because it's proven to work. The FINRA Investor Education Foundation in 2022 found that states that mandate high school education or high school financial education, states that mandate that, like Virginia, Missouri, etc., they have young adults with higher credit scores, lower default rates, and a greater long-term financial confidence. Imagine what impact this could have at a collegiate level. Universities could easily integrate financial literacy into first-year seminars, general education programs, or even senior courses. This policy wouldn't just reduce financial stress. Essentially, we would strengthen the economy. Financial literacy graduates are more likely to save, invest, and avoid debt traps. According to the Education Data Collective, in 2023, even a single semester of financial training can improve decision making for your entire life. When we teach students how to manage money, we're not just preparing them to pay bills, we're preparing them to build legacies. In conclusion, financial literacy is more than just a skill. It's a survival tool. We've seen the problem. Students are graduating without knowledge to manage or explore finances. We've seen the cause. Institutions aren't prioritizing this type of education, and we've given a clear solution, requiring just at least one financial literacy course before graduation. If we truly want the next generation to thrive, not just professionally, but personally, then financial education must become a core part of our higher learning. Because financial freedom shouldn't be privilege that's reserved for those who figure it out on their own. It should be a graduation requirement for everyone. Thank you.